Well, there is no such thing as good or bad technology. Technology is material. It has no good or bad nature. It is how you use it. When Albert Einstein wrote E equals to mc square, he didn't think people will make bombs out of it. We're not anti-technology. We're not anti-intelligence. If artificial or real intelligence can be used in the service of Krishna, what is the problem? If it can be used for a good purpose, what is a real problem? The problem isn't artificial intelligence. The problem is human intelligence, which has deteriorated to its lowest limit and does not know how to use anything that is given to us. Why blame artificial intelligence? With our so-called real intelligence, what have we done to this planet? So the question isn't this technology is good or bad. The question is, where's our mind at? Technology that forms the basis of artificial intelligence, like neural networks and things like that, have existed for a long time. Like, your ordinary everyday home appliance, like a washing machine, and my laundry is in the washing machine, it has uses some degree of artificial intelligence. They can sense what's going on in there. It's very rudimentary, but it does use it. So artificial intelligence isn't something new that has come into being. Um, in the and you can also see in the past, people will go to sages. The human need to access higher intelligence, higher than what they have, has been around for a long time. You see, in the past, people will go to astrologers. If you go way back in time, people will go to saintly people that ask what to do. Now we don't have any saintly people. Everyone's busy kind of satisfying their senses, so you just kind of like chat GPT it. Unfortunately, chat GPT can only spit out what is fed to it. It's not really intelligent in the true sense of it. It knows how to learn from what you speak to it. Yeah, you have to see the human need. No? The human being wants access to higher knowledge. Our nature is Satchidananda. Sat means eternal, Chid means full of knowledge. So we want higher knowledge. So we gravitate towards it. Since we don't have access to saintly beings, since we don't have access to better character, we're just going for information, and we're confusing information with knowledge. So just to your point, it's not a knowledge giving system, it's an information giving system. Information systems have been around for a long time. To get knowledge, you have to approach Tattvadarshi, someone who actually knows the truth, not has been fed the truth. A machine's like artificial intelligence has been fed the truth, doesn't know the truth. It only discerns the way you feed it. By feeding it rubbish, you can turn it into rubbish. But Tattvadarshi, a real knowledgeable person, is not like that. So our real need is to approach such a person. And why do we want to approach such a person? We want to approach such a person because we want to be that person. We want to be that artificial intelligence kind of a person, like a chat GPT, Superman, robot, or something like that. But the foolishness is that we think we need to go to these kind of machines for that. Actually, we ourselves are capable of discovering that. We just want the right guidance. So more than ever, there is a need in society for people of the highest kind of character who dedicate themselves to building character, not money. It is an important question. Arjuna also asked this question, that how do you know who's truly a knowledgeable person? I mean, in order to know, you have to have some knowledge of the symptoms. So it takes two to tango. You have to do the research, i.e., you have to study Shastra, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, or if you've practiced some other religion and you have some holy texts that you're reading, there are scriptures. There are scriptures. The Supreme Lord Krishna has provided scriptures all over this world, in different countries and different languages, through which people can access the message of God. So when you access that scripture, you can see what the relationship with the Supreme looks like. But then when you look around at your teacher, you have to be able to go, the practice, the practice as it's described is what the person's doing. So you need Shastra to be able to tell whether the person in front of you is authentic. And then you also need sadhu, you need other saintly people. Anyone can be great in isolation, but how people act with those around them also shows their true greatness. I can be a great person by myself and put up a great show, but the people around me can't tolerate me, then that's an indication that I'm maybe not practicing what I'm preaching. So Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, the three have to be in congruence. Then you know you're in the right direction. That's how you know the person's right. You have to put in your effort. If you go to Egypt looking for gold and you have no clue what gold is, someone can cheat you by selling you yellow plastic. You don't know. How can I speculate what they're looking for? Sometimes you're just looking for a grant to pay for your household income. Whoever, whatever project you get paid for, you do. Scientists are not looking to make bombs all the time, but sometimes that's all their company will, pay them to do. So what, like it's a very profound question, but oftentimes the answer to these profound questions are very practical realities. People are so poor these days. Scientists or no scientists, people are so poor, devoid of spiritual wealth. They're so poor. They only live for money like a dog lives for their bone. So people live like that. That's the sad reality, a scientist or not. Everyone's just trying to make ends meet. And as long as we live like that, we will be in this pathetic condition. If we want to rise above this pathetic condition, there has to be some detachment from material ideas and material so-called pleasures, and there has to be some attachment to Krishna, to the Supreme. But it's like, how can I speculate that whether they're looking for the truth? I mean, what kind of truth searching would take you to Chat GPT? You know what I'm saying? Why get on Chat GPT's case?